are together again. On the day we are together again, I will pull you in close like a hoop with no end. On the day we are together again, we will share the same table again. We will share the same table again. I will pass you the salt, the candlelight will bend when we share the same table again. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will stop for a snack at the taco truck stand when we walk around the block hand in hand. Someday we will go back to work. Someday we will go back to work. May we be among people who respect our work. Someday we will go back to work. I will write you a letter for now. I will write you a letter for now. Hope is a message that survives somehow. I will write you a letter for now. I will help the strangers I meet. I will help the strangers I meet. It is possible to get back on our feet. I will help the strangers I meet. To the healers who keep us alive. To the healers who keep us alive. A toast to your courage, knowledge and light. To the healers who keep us alive. And the ones we love who are gone. And the ones we love who are gone. We remember the stories and we sing the songs for the ones we love who are gone. And on the day we are together.
Some people just don't understand country living. I agree.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving here in the United States. Today is November 24th, 2023, also known as Black Friday. Did anyone crazy go shopping? Did anyone? I certainly didn't. Certainly didn't. It's good to see you all. Hello. I see you, KRN, Blue Eyes Dumpling, The Real Me Too, Fine Summer, Chloe, Rhonda, Pearl Stan, Deanna Lynn, SL, Sonia, Kelly, Connie S, Juno. Hope you're feeling better, honey. Donna, hello, Pebbles, Chloe, Crimes, Butterfly Kisses, Kathy S, Grace, hello, Fun to Ski, Rebecca, Benson, hello. Gigi, Daily, Evie, SL. Who else we got? Penny, JPL, Yelva is. I know I pronounced that wrong. I'm so sorry, my love. I always pronounce your name wrong. Abundance Create, Donna, whistle while you lurk, 5 months. Thank you, babes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The other Sharon, Ginger Snap, Kelly S. Off, Pebbles, SL, JD, Robin, Pretty as Pretty Does, Chloe, again, Jam, Hi, Joy. If cats had thumbs, the world wouldn't be the world. RJ, Rebecca Still Waters, hello, Debbie C, Michelle, Stacy, Cotton Candy, Panja, Gigi for Life, Sharon, hello, Junipers, hello, Judith, Bambi, Mohawk, Texas, Bonnie's, Betty Crocker, ABE, Katie 2 LA, Just Another Mother, Rebecca, Hazel, hi guys, Bernie, Mama Bear, Pebbles, 120 Acres, Northern. I think I'm caught up. I don't know. It's good to see you all. Joy, becoming a new member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my love. Means a lot. Daily 6 months. Thank you. We're half a year anniversary. Thank you. And we got Whistle While You Lurk, 5 months. And oh my God, Daily, 10 memberships. That is so generous. Thank you so much. If you was one of the ones who received one of the generous memberships, please thank our sweet Daily. Wonderful person. You guys are all wonderful. I appreciate all of you, truly, every single day. So we got a lot to talk about. In the Summer Wells case, just continue going over stuff. And I was looking at a video and something stood out to me. And I want to see 2-year anniversary. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So lately I've been, we've been talking about, because a lot of us have always wondered what really happened between 8 a.m. and like 11 a.m. Now, did Candace drop Grandis back at home? Because it was always strange. That's a lot of time right through there, right? 8 to 11. Did she have another car that we know nothing about? Who knows? Did Candace take her back? Because you think Grandis would not, she wouldn't want to be going and bouncing all over town, going tobacco stores, alcohol stores. If she's in pain, not feeling good, it just doesn't make sense. Hey, RJ. Tanks, good to see you. Jude, hi. So, did Candace ever take Grandis back home? There's a lot of time right there. Now, I have no idea how long she was in the emergency room, but she's not going to want, like I said, to go to, go to the pharmacy, go to Sonic, go to the grocery store, uh, you know, be around, swimming and all of that. She's just not, it just didn't ever make sense. And we've got that interview of Grandis saying, I believe they took her to the horse pond, right? And that rose a bunch of red flags for us up. A bunch, truly a bunch. And Darzilla, 4 months. Hell, everybody, justice for summer. Amen to that. And hopefully we will get that soon. Hopefully. Hey, Texas, Brad. So, you guys obviously remember the WJHL video with Grandis. This one right here, I'll show you the clip. It's the one with PG Oh, no. It's not that. That's not that one. But it's the one where she hears the door and she moves her neck.
Film around this side. Now around this side. Now around this side.
Listen to the sound of that fucking door, people.
So that's PG, but it's that's the interview rooms, Chris's from Chris's channel, but she does a WJHL video with Grandis and WJHL, and you cheers that door, and that's when she looks. We're talking about that interview. All right, hold on. This fan's gonna give me pneumonia. All right, so that one, that's the one we're talking about. I want to show y'all this. This is by our friend LTL. LTL, listen, if you ever watch me, I would love to get in contact with you. LTL does not make content that often, but I adore LTL's content. Link is in the description, by the way. Very thorough person. Very, very thorough person. And what what one creator might find, it might spark something for someone else, you in the audience, me, another creator. And here's some inconsistencies in Candace. Now I know that if you was on Ziggy's last night, there's going to be a creator, maybe two, who is like, oh, about all of that going on. Miss me with that, because Dawn and Candace and Grandis have a lot of explaining to do. I mean, Hawkins County and all of them told them to get their timeline straight. There's just too many inconsistencies that we as the public know, let alone what Hawkins County, TBI, FBI know. So I want to show you this, and we're gonna go over this.
Was he in a bathing suit?
No, I think he just had.
Could y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all could hear that. Hey Stony Stone, good to see ya. Justin, y'all and I have figured something out that has connected a daughter to. Okay, yes, thank you. All right, here we go.
Had his shorts and his shirt on.
Okay, and Summer, was she in her bathing suit?
Yes.
And how did she get in her bathing suit? Or...
I actually put her bathing suit on before we left home because it was really hot out that day.
Okay.
So it was just something small and thin, not so hot.
Okay.
Because I know how she gets too hot.
Okay. And what was the temperature that day? Give me an idea.
Probably in the 80s.
Okay. So it's Tennessee warm.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go through this, which we have talked about this inconsistency before. She knows how she gets too hot. By the time she is down by the lake there, now she's always too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it is now.
And are you? Did she change clothes?
Yeah, I changed the clothes because when I have the windows down, it could be 100 degrees. I'll have all the windows up. Roll up the window, mommy, I'm cold. And she not be cold, but I still do it.
Is that part of Summer's
That's
personality?
just Summer.
I think she's clearly lying there. I think it's way over dramatized. That's just Summer. She not really be, but she is, but she's not. That's just who she is. So, hold on. Huh? What's going on here? Let's refresh
Now,
it.
was he in a? On a porch.
Chill.
Okay.
At the state park. You get in trouble for that if you get caught.
Okay.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
caught for that.
Okay.
I told her that. So we just walked on back to the truck, but I don't know where that iced tea coming from. I know that this was littered in trash.
The tea.
All right. I want you to look here because Chris is asking about the tea part, right? Look how Candace starts. It's uncomfortable for her. It's a very uncomfortable thing she has to explain. And she's like, oh, well, there was trash all around here. I did this, I did that. She's trying to literally get to it and explain herself before Chris can actually answer the question, but she finally she knows what he's coming, he's talking for. So she finally explains it herself. Watch her behavior after Chris. I think she actually interrupts him.
Thing, right? And there's can over there and stuff. Now I asked Hunter.
When we come down
Tell me
here,
the
this
story
whole
on that.
place was littered in trash.
Okay.
It was all trash down here. Like, them teas were all over through there, all through everywhere.
Okay.
There was flowers that my mom wanted to pick from here, and I said, Mom, you better not do that. It's a state park. You get in trouble for that if you get caught.
Okay.
I'm not getting caught for that.
Okay.
So we just walked on back to the truck, but I don't know where that iced tea coming from. I know that I did buy an iced tea from the smoke shop in town, but I bought that iced tea from my mother.
Okay. Okay.
And if she was here today, she would tell you that.
Right. Okay. Your Tennessee time.
So we know that's a freaking lie. We know that is a freaking lie. She went totally off subject. And see, Chris didn't even get to fully ask his question. She just said, oh, I bought that tea for my mom, and if she was here, she would tell you that. But then Candace tells on herself again. Watch this.
Yeah,
just sitting on a porch,
chill.
Drinking some sweet tea and just.
I don't drink tea.
Okay, but chatting her around.
Yeah, just chatting pretty much. Me and Mom drink Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Yeah. Grandis doesn't drink tea, so she would definitely love a twisted tea, right? Definitely love a twisted tea. Thank you, Lake. Me and Mom drink Mountain Dew. That's what we do. Drink Mountain Dew. Yeah. You're telling yourself, Candace. But up here is the one that really got me thinking.
That's what we do. We drink Mountain Dew.
What about, he said that he asked you for the tea and that you gave him a tea.
He didn't ask me for nothing.
Okay,
He asked me for a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I got him a Mountain Dew.
Okay, where did the orange crush come from on the seat with Summer?
See how good she lies? You see how good she lies? Looking him straight in the eye. Straight in the eye. He asked for a Mountain Dew. I gave him a Mountain Dew. Notice her head's doing this. She's lying. She's telling us no. Watch this.
The tea and that you gave him a tea.
He didn't ask me for nothing.
Okay,
He asked me for a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I got him a Mountain Dew.
Okay, where did the orange crush come from on the seat with Summer?
That was my mom. She was drinking that and then didn't want no more.
Okay, and what are
I think this one might be it. 1 second.
the possibilities in your mind? I know what your heart's saying.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
heart's saying she's with somebody right now. How would we know how to connect that dot? You and me.
Well, like, for instance, that Dobbs guy that was supposed to be camping across at my neighbor's house.
Right.
He was there that same time, and then Tony Hammonds, whoever the hell he is, he was down through there.
Who was there when you got home?
There was nobody there. There was my mom mentioned the blue van across at my neighbor's house.
Who was there when you got home? There was nobody. But my mom mentioned a blue van. Why would your mom mention a blue van? And how would she know about a blue van if she wasn't home? Right? Darzilla, thank you so much, my dear, for 4 months. I appreciate you. Amy, Ohio, first one. Thank you, my love. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Appreciate you. Right? Look how Chris asked it. So she starts belting out names. The Dobbs guy, he's an old man, very old man. No way in hell he could get up a mountain, down a mountain in 2 minutes. Much less like he's not even on, I don't think, anybody's radar, to be honest with you. They're on the 14th. Sassafras says Justin Candace told me that Jackie Dobbs was there on the 14th and the 15th. Yes. He bought some property and busted again. Yep. Think so. Green eyes. But on Dr. Phil, she says she didn't know anything about a blue van. Yeah. Yeah. That is true.
Like, for instance, that Dobbs guy that was supposed to be camping.
I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
Across at my neighbor's house.
Right.
He was there that same time, and then Tony Hammonds, whoever the hell he is, he was down through there.
Who was there when you got home?
There was nobody there. There was my mom mentioned the blue van across at my neighbor's house.
So she says nobody was home. Nobody was there when she got home. But her mom mentioned a blue van. Oh my God. Like, Dobbs is the last person, I think, like literally the actual last out of all these people. Not even possible. It's not, I'm not saying that nothing is not possible. Everything is possible, but hard to keep all those lives straight. Yes. And it's interesting because Chris, he told us in the very beginning, he said, you'll catch them on something and then they'll change that story a little bit because they've gotten caught on it. So they're going to change it. And by the time, this wasn't much, it wasn't too far off of Summer being missed, gone. By the time Dr. Phil came around, it was, many months from Summer being gone. And by that time, she said she didn't know nothing about a blue van. Never heard of a blue van, don't know a blue van.
But I just figured she had company.
Okay.
I didn't know about that was the guy that was trying to move in there. I didn't know that at the time.
Okay.
She says she just thought it was company. She didn't know that was the guy that was trying to move in there. Adapting to the story. Bingo.
And so I didn't think nothing. I just figured it was neighbors. I had visitors.
Okay.
I didn't think nothing about that.
exactly what we do.
Did they find information the person doesn't remember that they saw?
Thought it was a four-wheel drive, like Ford Escape or a Bronco or
It looked like a blue minivan to me, but I don't know.
small blue minivan.
That's what it looked like to me.
Or in any way victimized, it's very seldom by strangers. It's a friend of the family, a family member. It's somebody that has access to the family. Do you have any idea?
And Dr. Phil is right. It is so wildly improbable that it would be anyone outside of someone that's obviously in the immediate home is number one. Number two, someone that knows them, knows their lifestyle, all of that. Well, who would have been up there on June 15th while, you know, two adults are outside and I mean, what do they have? Some type of sound gear where they know a child is listening in the house, and they know a child is down there alone. I mean, come on, come on. Look what Jennifer Coffendorfer says. Jennifer Coffendorfer is former FBI. Now, the card team is FBI. They are only for child abductions, and that is non-familiar child abductions. Okay?
This because it
The first thing that Jennifer Coffendorfer says is really all you need to know, in my opinion. You have Jennifer Coffendorfer, you have all of former law enforcement on here, retired. However, they all say that the story stinks, that the parents, something is off. They've seen this time and time again. But let's see what Jennifer Coffendorfer has to say.
just seems like there are no clues. She basically just vanished.
Well, what stands out to me are the inconsistencies and the statements that have been made by the parents.
Oh, those inconsistencies and the stories that are made up by the parents. Right? It's as clear as day. Ray Charles could see it, right?
Extremely concerning. Let's start just with number one, who was really there with her when she went missing. And I say this because I found probably a very little known recording of the dad. When he says, we were only 30 to 40 feet away when she disappeared. Yeah.
Now, you guys remember that, Don? He's like, yeah, we was only 30 or 40 feet away when she was taken. Well, what does that mean? You wasn't supposed to be at the house. And if you was 30 to 40 feet away, that would indicate you saw her being taken. And that, that makes me think like, do they know someone that took her and they just don't want to, they're scared. They don't want, it just doesn't make sense.
Yet, according to the 911 operator, the mother had gone on a walk and returned, and she had disappeared. And according to another report by the mother, she herself says that she was just checking on the grandmother on a brace and she went back within, she says, 2 to 5 minutes, and the little girl was gone. And there's more inconsistencies and unusual statements beyond that.
More inconsistencies and unusual statements. Yes, because she's former FBI. I mean, the thing is, we can point till the cows come home, till the cows literally come home. Pun intended. I say that all the time. It's just a thing. I say I'm Appalachian. And until the parents cooperate with this investigation, i.e., their child's investigation, they want to clear up the inconsistencies that I don't think that they're going to, in my opinion. The past behaviors, obviously. Then no wonder. No wonder. Watch this.
Brandon says, was Dawn home at 3 p.m. the day Summer
This is Ziggy. Long time ago.
went missing? Were you home at 3 p.m.
No.
the day Summer went missing?
Nope.
How
Listen to Don. He does not convince me with that no. He does not convince me at all. Red flags. Yes, I don't have my red flags here, but I need to get them. Now, listen to Don. He is not convincing at all. Listen to his behavior and his words. Because if that was me, I would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? Why are you saying that?
How late did you work that night?
No.
Done.
What's that now?
How late did you work that night?
I was, I'm kind of confused on that because I thought it was like 5:30.
Okay.
I'm not sure because I know it was like at 5:30 or so. Because I stayed late because Candace was doing something. She said she was getting prescriptions. She was busy, and I thought, well, I might as well just stay and try to get more done in the house.
Why does Don always go back to that 5:30? It wasn't 5:30. It was 6:30, Don. But I think that's where he really... I think he says that because the police know where he actually was at 5:30 or 6:30.
Working on because the more you get done, the more you get paid. But
Sounds so
I
convincing.
mean, I was at work talking to a coworker.
So you think it was well past? Well, like at least a couple hours past 3 is what you're saying?
Yeah, it was after 5:30. I mean, when I got the call, I think I got the call at. See, I can't remember now. It was either 5:30 or 6:30. I can't remember now. It's been a while.
Okay. Hey, Don.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been 5:30 or 6:30. It's not like his daughter's missing and he, shouldn't know his damn timeline. Right? Just don't care. Just don't care. That's the way it feels. Don't care. It's been a while. Times just, gets away from you when you're trying to have a good time. And then you just completely forget about it and you don't even try to have the timeline make sense for your missing daughter. So you just go on. This is, 9 kids combined.
Your wife messaged me
and said that you was at home in a 3 o'clock hour, and I have that as evidence. She did not want nobody to know you was at home.
That's not true. After she messaged you that, if that's not the case. That don't even
Do you have?
I mean, why would she say something?
Precisely, and that's what I've been telling you.
Can you show the proof?
Now, Can, why you don't want? Why are you telling Dawn that she doesn't want people to know that he was there? Why? We have text messages from it as well. Your story about your timeline does not make sense. At 2:09 is the last photo. At 2:30, 16 minutes later, 3 phones, including the one that Dawn's supposed to be at 35 minutes away, all 3 of them go blank when the police get them. All right. I call BS. You're not going to convince me. No, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I'm going to read these texts so y'all can hear them. The text says, sorry, I've been in pain, plus the pain he puts you through. Hold on. Let me start up top. The one in white is Candace. The one in blue is the other person. But Donnie, not a bad person either. I've been with him 14 years. It's okay. Nobody mad at you. That's Candace. She's typing this to Jenna. I'm sorry. I've seen you in pain, plus the pain he puts you through. But he does when he does, his lives is like all you. Then he has people thinking you're a monster. And Candace says, it's okay. Did you tell somebody that Donnie was at home at 3 the day Summer went missing? Oh, Candace. Are you worried that she told someone that? Because you might have told her. She says, no, not 3. Candace says, well, what time did you say? Ooh. Why, Can? Why? What time did you say, Can says? Jenna says 3:30 or 4, but you didn't see him. I told that didn't come from you. And she said, okay. I'm sorry. I was taking up for you. He's got people thinking you're a monster and you're not. Candace says, I know, hun. Please don't be mad. I love you. She says, I'm not mad. Now, this is my question. Did Candace not know Don was at home? Is that possible? Was he lurking? Why? Don, in my opinion, was, definitely home at 3 o'clock. In my opinion. Show you all a timeline in a minute. Let's continue with this.
got confused with a different day.
No, it was after.
Now, Jenna holds his feet to the fire here. Don's like, oh, you're probably confused with a different day. No. He wants to create confusion in her mind, but she's not buying it.
Jenna did show a screenshot where Candace was asking, I'd have to find it, but she was asking Jenna if, hey, did you tell, everybody that Dawn got off work at 3? And Candace seemed really concerned about that. About, this whole question of like what time you got off work.
Why would I lie?
Great point. Crimes has consequences. Even Fred said he was home at that time. About the time he was, going out to take the scrap metal. He seen him that morning about 8:30 pulling in the driveway with the boys, and he saw him when they was leaving later that afternoon to take the final load to the scrapyard before it closed. So many accounts, Don, many accounts. And I believe Tucker Drywall nailed that final nail for you and said, no. We was making fun of him on the 14th when Dudley was there. Dudley was fired on the 15th, y'all. He was fired on the 14th, the same day that Dawn brought the car the first time. Right? So how would Dudley know on the 15th because he was fired? He wouldn't be there on the 15th. How would he know that they were making fun of him in the car? Because Dudley had to be there. He was working then. He got fired that day. So you're trying to plan it, Don, that the 14th is when they were making fun of you, which they were actually, it was the 14th, but you're trying to make it seem like it was the 15th. You're just trying to confuse them, just like you did here. Are you sure you're not confused, Jenna? You sure you're not confused?
No reason.
You're lying.
7 alibis. Candace ain't got none. She's going down.
You were at work.
7 alibis. Candace has none. She's going down. If you had a child, God forbid, that went missing, and you knew you and your wife was innocent, would you say something like that? Would you say something like that? I've got the alibis. I'm good, but she's going down. You're not going down for anything you did not do. Okay? There has to be proof. So how about that? Would you say something like that to the mother of the missing child? Your wife? If she was innocent? Fuck no, you wouldn't say that. Not a chance.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
And they've always said you were at work.
Yep. Summer's hair is the length of my wife's hair now. About 4 or 5 inches now. She don't look the same. She's a bit bigger. That's a good fact. It's just so discouraging.
Are you saying, so you,
So she's a growing child.
Yeah, so you're saying like maybe they should have updated pictures and stuff?
In 3.5 months, she's probably grown quite a bit by now, and her hair's definitely grown a lot longer by now. You know.
Yeah.
Have you been out looking again?
No, we can't even go out and look.
You can't even go out and look? Why can't you go out and look? Most parents, you can't pry them from, taking a break, especially when they first go missing.
Statistically speaking, I mean, there's a good chance she's
I think I was
already
muted.
dead if you look at it statistically. And I hate to think that. I love her with all my heart, but only God, if nothing else, I'll see her in the resurrection.
So do you think they would have hurt her or they would have sold her?
I think they probably would, I wouldn't, who in the world, I wished I knew who would buy a kid. I wished I knew that.
Notice how Don says here. He's like, I wish I knew who would buy a kid. I wish I knew that. And then he says what I've said. How would one go about knowing that? How would one go about knowing that? But see, the question goes back to you, Don. You've been in those places. Most people haven't and wouldn't even begin to know.
I really do.
Me too.
Because I would surely go after him.
Yeah. I do too.
I wouldn't hesitate.
But I mean, I wonder who would buy a kid in this time.
Yeah, I know.
I just did a bunch of training for you ever heard of the Underground Railroad?
Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I just trained some of those guys recently and about guys buying kids and
So where would you even look?
Well,
I got some places and they were just gone.
So Don said, where would you even look? I've asked the police this and they were just dumbfounded. Yes, they do sell their kids. That's true. They do sell their kids. Don is the one that's, been accused of it by his sisters, that he tried to sell his oldest son. He's the one that has said he's been to places in California, people doing horrible things to kids. He's the one that sits out and stalks people and goes and takes their underwear.
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of places that you can look, but
I even asked them if I could pose as a sicko for them and see what we could come up with. They're like, oh, no.
Oh, Don, you don't have to pose. You don't have to pose. Just be who you are. There is no posing with you. You've told us. No need to pose at all. You have clearly told us a lot. There is no posing. Oh, Vet Girl, thank you so much, my dear. 2.8 months is not everyone. Sorry. Not everyone a suspect anymore. Sorry, that much time investigation would have narrowed a point of interest, the science and the info. Okay, I think you. Okay. Is not everyone is a suspect anymore. Sorry, that much time investigation would have narrowed. Yes. Yeah, there would have had to have narrow definitely narrow in on, in my opinion, at least 1 or 2 people on that hill, possibly 3. Possibly 3. It did say a lot, Lisa. It really did say a lot. Thank you again, Vet Girl. It's very kind of you, very generous. I appreciate you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I read an alert recently that Don has been roaming different areas around where he lives all around. It came from a Facebook group. Interesting. Interesting. Well, Don loves to roam around. He certainly does love to roam around. He loves to sit outside from women's homes. He likes to go away for a few days, then he'll come back. Reminds me of a tomcat. You know how like unfixed tomcats, like they'll go out and they'll go crazy, and they'll come back just all battered and bruised and all of that, with like scratches where they fighting other cats and all that. That's what Don does, in my opinion, whenever he goes to the big city, so to say. That's what he does. He'll be gone a day or 2. Nobody'll know where he's at. What is he doing in those times? Is this how he fulfills his deep perversion, in my opinion? Jan, thank you so much for 4 months. I appreciate you. Hi to Summers Warriors. Thanks, Justin. Oh, thank you, Jan. Thank you for 4 months, honey. Appreciate you. So, you see like, these unalivers and stuff. Like they'll be married and have a good life, and everything on the exterior looks fine, but then they'll go away. They'll be on a business trip and they're actually doing some crazy crap. Don doesn't have his life together like that, but he nonetheless goes and drinks, blows all of his money, and you know comes back broke. God knows what he's doing. Is he getting hookers? Probably. But who says he's not even sitting out someone's house? You don't know. The man has done it before. Don the Panty Raider. Yes. You just don't know. That is the most unnormal thing a person can do. There is I mean, think about it. Oh, think about it. Have you ever heard of anyone sitting outside? The police report says this. Don said this in the police report, according to the police. Don was sitting outside the home for at least a couple hours. And he went into the back, got a panty or 2, red panties, and came, put them in his pocket. And that's when the police got there. Do you know of anyone alone who has ever done something like that? I certainly don't. I don't hang around those people. I don't want to know anybody like that. Do you know of someone that has said they have seen bad things happen to children? Oh, and do you know of a person that has lived with two of Arkansas's most violent child R's. While the kids was living inside of the home Don was living at. Well, one was outside, one was inside, still on the property. Someone that has admitted his sister. And I think that's when this developed in Don's head. I mean, one of those is insane. But all of those and more, I'm not even mentioning the young 12 or 13-year-old that he took to the caregivers. I mean, and people's like, "Oh man, let's look around," you know. I mean, hello. It's right on you. His story doesn't make any sense whatsoever at all. Oh, thank you, Dot. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. Thanks for your hard work, Justice for Summer. Thank you. I appreciate you, sweetheart. It's very kind of you, very generous. Thank you. Sonia, who I just saw that I was gifted a membership. Thank you. Thank you. It probably came from Daily, gifted 10 memberships earlier. So thank you, Daily, for that. I love to know what Tiny Tim is up to. In my opinion, the boogeyman had friends with Pam and Don moving to Arkansas, Texas. Well, Brenda, stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I can say right now. Stay tuned. Do you remember Don saying on a live in the early days that he met and knew David Mitchell, Elizabeth Smart's abductors? He said that he gave him money because he was homeless. I want to say I do. But I don't. I'm going to say no because I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look for that. Oh, Daily, thank you again, honey, for gifting 5 more memberships. That is so kind and generous of you. If you was, thank you, you're a sweetheart. You know that. If you was one of the ones that was gifted a membership, welcome to the family and give Daily a big old thank you, please. It was Daily, probably. I totally remember that. Okay. Boy, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure I do remember that. I'm pretty sure I do remember that. That was very, very early on. Very, very early on. And Don says, I even asked them if I could pose as a sicko for them and see what would come up with. And they're like, no, no.
So you were going to pose as a molester?
If it would let me, if it helped catch some of these people or whatever. I mean, whatever. But I guess they don't have to do that. They do it all online and stuff like that, I guess.
Do you think you're going to be the person in the end that gets in trouble for Summer?
Oh, it's very possible.
Really? Cher, that was a brilliant question. And Don, you was honest, so I appreciate that.
Person in the end that gets in trouble for summer.
Oh, it's very possible.
Do you think you're gonna be the person in the end that gets in trouble for summer?
Oh, it's very possible.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? That was a moment of at least honest. At least honest. Oh, it's very possible. He said that another time somewhere. I have it clipped as well somewhere that he said that. You know, it's just too much. It's just really too much. You've got Candace the other day, you know, saying that Don admitted to him sleeping naked. Just disgusting. Remember this, y'all? It's hard to understand. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. But he says, she was the light of my life. Let us all, I think he said, take up our cross and follow him. Let me carry my cross from here on out, Lord. Please watch over Summer. She was the light of my life. But he says something. It's almost like, oh, sorry. There's another there's a better recording of that, and it's more, it seems honestly, hey Muscles, good to see ya. Hey Mohawk. He's act number one. It's more of, it feels more like a eulogy. It doesn't feel, this was very early on as well. Very early on. It doesn't seem like, I mean, there is no, honey, you know, we're coming for you. It's no congregation. Please pray that Summer comes home, that she is found, that she is brought safe. This is early on. He's saying, well, if Fred's 3 hours later and I'll see her in the resurrection. This was still very, very early on. Yes, Chloe, it's a eulogy. Why are you saying that? Parents, like, they don't, thank you, Tracy. They don't ever give up hope. And Dawn is like, see you in the resurrection. I'll take up my cross and follow you here on out. I think in that moment, Dawn, in my opinion, is remorseful. And he's trying, in my opinion, to ask forgiveness from God and saying, I'll live better now. That's the way I see it, in my opinion. And Gray, there you go. I've written many eulogies. There is no hope left in this. Well said. There's none. Not for a missing Beth. I agree. But you know how people twist things in their mind. I mean, you have to be a twisted human being to harm children, be neglectful to children. You just have it. Just is what it is. That is the truth. I mean, plain and simple. Let's see here. Uh-oh, my mouse just quit working. 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right. I need to find y'all another thing here, but let me show y'all this. How do I do it? Give me 1 second, y'all. I apologize. Having a little technical difficulty. Okay, there we go. Well, that wasn't it. Let me see if I can copy it like this. Copy, duplicate, copy, paste. Okay, perfect. I got it. Look at this poor child. Look at the wall. Look at this wall. Just the wall. Alone in poor Summer. That breaks my heart. She doesn't look happy there, does she? There's some, and her hair's short here. It's not, it's not to the scalp, but it's not as long as when she went missing. But just look at this wall. I mean, this is animalistic. This is not country living. No, it's not a bruise on her face. This is just, it's probably something she ate. It's either where she wiped her face, her fingers, or her hands were dirty. I don't know. I was listening. Do you guys know that song by Martina McBride? It's called Concrete Angel. Oh my God. I was listening to it the other day and I immediately thought of Summer and just all of these missing kids. And shame on you if you are neglectful, hurt a child. I don't know, but this picture, I don't know, I look in her eyes and it's troublesome, in my opinion. It's definitely troublesome. And I don't know. But I wanted to show y'all that. What else was I going to show y'all? Oh, I want to show y'all something. Now, Molly Golightly and Perplexed did an interview with Dawn and Candace, and I know y'all remember it. It was the one where I've got 7 alibis. Dawn appears to have assaulted camera, or Candace on camera, and really sad. Now, take a moment to put your differences aside on how you feel about a creator, like them, love them, or anything in between, can't stand them, whatever. And just listen to the question Molly asked. And if this doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. I mean, I can't express anymore, because in my opinion, these were 2 neglectful adults who were only about themselves. The children just existed around them. They fed them whenever, but there was no care. There was no real care involved. There was no, cleaning the sheets, ironing the clothes, there was just none. There was just no hugs, when the kids need hugged or attention or whatever. There was none of that, because this right here says it all, in my opinion.
When's Summer's birthday? Summer, your daughter, when's her birthday?
Summer's birthday, baby. What? What is Summer's birthday?
You don't know?
Yes, we don't know.
Neither one of them know. They don't know when their daughter's birthday is. You held this child for 9 months. Dawn asked Candace. Candace doesn't know.
You're telling me that you and your wife Candace does not know when your daughter's birthday is? You just did. Dawn, you just asked Candace.
Dawn's going to get real defensive here, because he knows he's a piece of crap.
When's Summer's birthday?
Yeah, when is Summer's birthday? When was she born?
Yeah, when is her birthday?
You tell me, she's your daughter.
I don't even know my own birthday.
That's a problem.
Why is that a problem?
That you don't know your own birthday? That you love your daughter so much that you're willing to go on TV and do this and TBI, I'd give my life for her, and you don't know when your own birthday of your own missing child is? Come on.
Oh man, you're being too analytical now.
Oh, analytical? No, I'm saying what everyone is thinking. Don, you need to get your shit together.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no, what?
And I respect Marissa right there for that. That is one thing I definitely respect her for. She said a lot of things that a lot of people was thinking, for better or for worse, but she said it. And she's absolutely right.
You don't know when, and neither does Candace. That speaks volumes.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no, what?
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck me, fuck you. No. I know. me that your wife and you don't know when your kid's birthday is? No, not fuck me.
Whatever.
No, it's not whatever.
You're gonna lose them.
Listen, you can call me a bitch all day. That's great. That's fine. But think about what you just said to me right now. Think about that. You don't even know what your only daughter, and you don't know when her birthday is, and neither does Candace.
Oh, fuck you, man. You're being fucking way overbearing about some stupid shit. What about her fucking life?
Molly, you're gonna lose them.
Don thinks it's overbearing that he doesn't know, that neither one of them know when their daughter's birthday is. But Candace wants to give an overbearing story, and we're supposed to believe that. No. In my opinion, I don't think the peppermint happened that day. I don't think the tree planting or the cactus planting happened that day. None of it. I don't think she walked Summer over, said, "Boys, watch your sister. I'll be back in 2 minutes." And Dawn says, not knowing their daughter's birthday. And people wonder why these kids were taken. People say, oh, they were good parents. Look at the places they took them. Look at the pictures they did. That doesn't mean a damn thing if there's not love and care behind it.
Yeah, when was she born? I'm asking about her life. When was she born?
Fuck off with that shit, man. Man, fuck you.
All right, fuck me.
Ask them what dates you were missing.
I'm sorry, but I thought it was a very important question.
Well, it is.
Well, then, and you can't answer it.
I don't even give a fuck about what year it is. You got me all fucked up.
Let me talk to him.
Well, it is.
Well, then, and you can't answer it.
I don't even give a fuck about what year it is. You got me all fucked up.
Let me talk to him.
About what even fucking year it is? I fucking work my ass off every fucking day.
He doesn't even know what year it is, he says. He works his ASS off every effing day. You sure didn't provide for him. You did not provide for those children. It took the police coming to Candace's house while Don was in jail because they weren't paying the $30 a month. Listen, it's just absurd. Oh, not only does Brandy knows everything, she knows even how many days Summer has been missing, let alone, Michael, of course. I mean, no, I mean, I understand that, Lori, but this is you have to give credit where credit's due, right? You just do. I understand that.
Yeah, do you know your daughter's birthday?
Man, fuck you.
No.
Man, no. You ain't gonna come off to me like that.
But no. I'm not being mean. I'm just.
No, fuck you.
All right, fuck me.
No, fuck you. Her life is way more important than her fucking birthday. Man, fuck you and that bullshit.
Don tries to turn it around and says her life was more important than her birthday. And in a sense, that is true. But you don't even know the start of your daughter, where her life started. That's the thing. Yes, her life is more important than that, but you don't know the start of when she entered the world. That shows me that there was no care for these kids. None. Bingo. Just shows how disconnected they were. Yeah. She was probably too freaking high to know.
Did you hear what you just said?
You ain't gonna come off to me like that bullshit. No, fuck that.
It's February 4th. It's February 4th.
I care about summer.
Don knows how ridiculous he looks, and it just shows what pieces of unfit parents they are. So all Don knows how to do, especially when a woman goes up against him, is all he does is cuss them out, because that's all he's got. His argument is invalid.
I care about all kinds of shit. Why is her fucking birthday, her actual exact second that she was born?
No, I didn't ask you the exact second. Not just the day. Just the day. It's February 4th, and let Candace know.
5 years with that little girl and loved her with everything I got. Worked my ass off for 5 years straight. What the fuck have you done? Run your fucking mouth? You're gonna run your fucking mouth? That's it? Man, fuck you. Who the fuck you think you are?
I'm no one special. I'm no one special. I'm just someone that cares about where your baby is. That's all.
Fuck you, bitch.
No.
No regard. And this is who Don is. This is who Don is. This is who Candace is. You know, they haven't had any kids for 2.5 years. It's not easy raising kids. It's the hardest job you'll ever have in your life. It is the best job you'll ever have in your life. But they've lost touch on even how, the day-to-day, getting the kids up for school, getting them ready and all of that, which probably they got themselves up of the morning and dressed themselves in whatever they could find laying on the floor or stacked up. Just sad. Just really, really sad. And remember, Candace said she was afraid of Don. She was afraid for her life and her kids because Don is the biggest problem in this, in my opinion.
How can you say fuck you when we...
I raised that fucking little girl. I fucking done everything I could for the little girl. Man, fuck you. I was in the hospital when she was born.
What day was that?
My ass off, man. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I fucking raised her. I didn't fucking ask for nobody's help. I built this fucking addition over here. I've done all kinds of shit that you have no idea. You have no fucking clue, motherfucker. Don't you fucking raise your voice to me.
I won't. I respect you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What the fuck does it matter what fucking exact day she was born?
Did you hear? See, that's what Don wanted to hear. She was being sarcastic. She's like, I won't. I respect you. And he goes, thank you. It's his way or the highway. And to be honest with you, I think that is the reason why Don and Candace are. I think that's the reason Don has honestly kept Candace, because she's more on a child's frequency. No disrespect, honestly. No disrespect, swear. More child-minded, and he can tell her what and when. Submissive. More submissive, yeah. I mean, Candace fires back. She does fire back, but it's more teenage-like, you know what I mean? It's like, but she doesn't, she's gotta have her Donnie. Hey, Pickle Toast Grandma, good to see ya.
All that matters is I fucking raised that little girl. I fucking loved that little girl for 5 years straight. Who the fuck are you?
I just want to know if you knew her birthday, and you didn't know neither did Candace, and that was it.
Man, I don't really give a fuck about my own fucking birthday or the president's birthday.
No, I don't know the president's birthday either.
You don't care about I don't care if you care about your own birthday or not. Nobody cares about that, Don. You should care about your daughter's birthday way more than you should your own birthday. That's not the way you said it, though. It made it sound like you care more about your own birthday.
I can give a fuck less about anybody's fucking birthday.
Don, I totally understand.
My heart. Every fucking fiber of my being, I love that little girl. Don't even come off to me like that.
I won't. Don.
I can give a fuck less about my own fucking birthday. My birthday's in a few days. I don't give a fuck.
Happy birthday.
Who gives a fuck? You live,
Happy birthday.
That's it. I don't even give a fuck about what year it is.
Me either. I feel you, Don. I'm with you on that one. I care about you, Don.
All I know is I love that little girl with all my heart.
You can't hear me.
Believe that.
I believe you. No, you can. He can't.
I will always love her. I will never forget her forever. No way. But you know what? I do know this. If I keep God's commandments, that's way important. Keeping God's commandments, that's more important than anything.
You sound like you're keeping the commandments, Don.
That shit don't matter.
Is that Candace?
God's commandments, that is important.
Does Candace need anything?
And I'm not doing a good job at that. What the fuck do you do? God, I didn't do that. What the fuck ever? Really?
And this is coming from y'all. She showed her birth certificate. Well, good. I'm glad she finally took a look at it. And finally knows when the birthday is. You looked at your leg. Probably haven't shaved them in a long time.
Hey, Don.
Anywho, I apologize to you, okay?
It's okay. I can take it. I am a bitch.
Okay. Well, I'm a bitch.
Well, look. Marissa and Don being honest. Just kidding. Don Grandma of 3, thank you for gifting 1 membership, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are one who was given that gift in here, please thank Don Grandma. That's very kind of her. I do appreciate you.
Sorry, my bad. Oh my gosh. I'm a bitch too. I'm sorry.
You see, this is so important. I think this is so important when it comes to Don's behavior. He is classic at this. Classic. He will explode explode. Someone just said it. Who just said? Kelly S. He explodes. And while he's exploding, it's on. But then he comes down. The problem is, many times when people explode, bad things happen. Bad things happen. They don't care in that moment that they see red. And then, hey Sam, and then they come down. And then it's remorse. It's the type, for DV, they're mad, they hit their spouse, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, and then after they come down, it's like, oh honey, I'll never do that again. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. That's done.
Sorry.
I'm not proud of it. I'm not trying to be that way. I apologize.
I'm just so really ill-tempered because, it's that time of the month and everything for me.
Well, look, I have like 6 kids. I can remember one of my kids' birthday, 1/11/11. That's wise. And that's the only reason I can remember that because it was on September 11th. Oh, it's not wise.
That's 9/11.
Man, fuck you. It's 1/11/11.
That's November 11th. And whose birthday is that?
Yeah. 1/11/11. I said that.
Hi, Candace.
Don't throw shit at me, bitch. I don't throw shit at you. Sorry, I'm bad at birthdays. Trying to hurt my daughter. You're an animal. Fine. I feel so bad for most particularly the kids in that situation. And I feel sorry for Candace there. I feel very sorry for them both. I don't care about birthday. I only care about the fact that I love people and I love my kids. It doesn't matter about the birthday, okay? It might be important to you, so I apologize to you for that.
It's okay.
I said that.
Is that Josie's birthday?
It is. Oh. Okay, that might be important to you, okay, but that doesn't mean nothing to me, okay?
Okay.
So for that reason, I apologize to you.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be down. I'll be right down. I'll know I said that a couple hours ago, but
Tell him to talk to me.
And the person that's important to me. It's just me that the.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be down. I'll be right down. I know I said that a couple hours ago, but.
Tell him to talk to me.
And the person that's important to me. It's just me that the birthday don't mean shit to me. I mean, I'm sorry. Time don't matters. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just a different person, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry. I know with you women, birthdays and stuff like that's important.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just I don't care about that kind of a thing. It's just about the person and their memory. I mean, who they are. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's just about the person and their memory. That's an interesting statement. It's about the person and their memory. Okay. Is he referring to Summer as a memory?
And for that reason, because I was insensitive to that, I apologize.
It's okay.
Because the women are different. They like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
I feel bad now.
No, don't feel bad. Tell him to talk to me.
It's just women are different than guys, I guess.
I know. I'm very submissive, you know, and I'm kind of quiet myself.
No, I owe you an apology.
It's all right. You already apologized.
No, I owe you that.
No, it's all right. Is she okay?
She's in pain. What? Stop, please. I will in a minute.
Oh, she's cold. She's cold. She wants you to set the fire.
Yeah, I gotta go build a fire.
Stoke the fire, Donnie. Stoke the fire. Stoke the fire.
I was sensitive to that issue. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Don't. It's okay. You don't have to. You already apologized. I accept your apology.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just not good on birthday. I'm a guy. I'm sorry. I just don't give a damn about that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be insensitive.
No, it's okay. I get it.
It's about the life and the person. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
Lori, thank you for becoming a member, my love. Thank you so much. I don't know I have a British accent, but I do. Thank you, darling.
No, it's all right.
I don't give a damn about my own birthday. I'm sorry.
It's okay. She wants that damn fire.
I know.
Yeah, Laura's here. She wanted to ask you a question. My friend's here.
You ain't got me live, dude.
What?
You ain't got me live, dude.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You called me while it was live, and Laura's trying to ask you questions, but I can't hear anything. I had the volume down.
Oh my gosh.
What's the matter?
I thought I was talking to you just one-on-one. I didn't know that.
Oh, well, it was you and me, but
And that shows you what kind of person Don is behind the scenes. Oh, we're live. Oh, got it. Don't want the whole world knowing I'm calling you this and you don't know your daughter's birthday.
I had the volume all the way down and she was on mute.
And then you put me live.
No, you called while it was live.
Holy crap.
Don't worry about it.
Made a bigger dumbass on myself again.
No, you didn't. You didn't make a dumbass out of yourself. You just shocked me. Listen, I was the one that was yelling, not you. No, I was the one that was almost crying. Okay. All right, go ahead, Laura. Hey, Don.
All right. Does anyone know? Because I've been trying to find it, and you guys are the best to ask. Does anyone know where that Don is talking about a dream, and he said that that he knew the time was near? Do you guys remember that? Don said, I knew the time was near. If anyone knows where that is or can email it to me, I would really appreciate it. I would really, really appreciate it. I've been looking for it. Oh, thank you for upgrading your membership. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for your. This is the allegations of. Wasn't that the dream he saw her in? I don't know. It was visited by an angel, a dream, a vision, or something. PG got it. Justin. I need that. I need to find that. She probably does have it. She doesn't know probably how to send it to me though, but I'll ask her if she can play it. That way I can screen record it maybe. This is the animal abuse, neglect, some of from what Don has been accused of, what he's talked about, admitted to. It's very Don likes to play down the dogs. He loves to play down the dogs, that they were stupid, that because they weren't thoroughbreds, people dropped them off, they were dumb, is what he says. Oh, Mike, they're crazy over there. Don't worry about them. Sarah, 13 months. Thank you, darling. I think the dream stuff is on shares. Okay, I'll message her then. Thank you for that, Sarah. Yeah, I want to that's fine. That's fine, Crimes. This is tough to listen to. This stuff is tough to listen to.
But anyways, all right. Did you really try burning a cat?
Wow.
So, just as if someone asked you that question, is the first thing you're going to do is laugh? Not for normal people. He laughed, yeah.
Sorry, I know some of these questions are. I'm just asking you, giving you a chance to respond to them because it's only fair, you know.
Did you?
Man, I'm the biggest animal lover ever. I can't even.
Really?
Man,
Is that why you were trying to light the cat on fire?
Come on, Jenna.
You were sitting here lying, Don. Oh my word! I pray that God has mercy on your soul. Candace turned the video around on you.
So while Don was doing that, Candace flipped it and was showing Don trying to hurt the cat.
Wow, Jenna, really?
Oh my
Wow,
word,
I'm not gonna
Don.
argue with you because
Because you're lying.
I'm not gonna
You're
argue.
lying, and I pray that God has mercy on your
Lock the
soul.
bell.
All right. Well, he says that. All right. Hey Don. So
Show me. I mean, I don't know.
Just like
Why
when I
would
said
I?
about the
I
cat,
mean,
you sat there and lied straight through your teeth how much you wasn't trying to burn smokers.
Why do you want to call me a liar? I don't understand.
Because
that.
Don, I'm sorry,
You know what?
you're lying.
Okay, well, let me explain something to you. Me and Candace was sitting here, and she was joking around. I was trying to light a candle, and she said, "Don't burn the cat," and we was just playing around. Why would you take that all serious? And then
Candace was concerned about the cat, apparently, and Dawn is asking her, why would you take that so seriously? Well, obviously, a normal human being is going to take it seriously, Dawn.
She turned the camera around, Don, and you was trying to light the cat on fire.
Seriously? That sounds crazy.
Yeah, it does sound crazy,
don't
don't
why
it?
You're trying to do that.
Because I'm telling the
It
truth.
really does.
And
But
it's
don't you
amazing
think
how
if I
you
was
can
trying to
just sit
burn
there and
it
lie. That's the only
you know
question I
what?
had. I'm done talking
I'm
to
not.
him.
okay.
Yeah, you probably should be.
Yeah, and I've watched for years as everybody used to there. And it ties back into other things for me. I've watched for years as litter after litter after litter, and hell, the whole community has. As they're dumped off in places like the churches and other areas. I mean, literally, every few weeks there's a new litter just dumped like it doesn't make a shit. Or the kid's favorite pet's just given away to some random car at the bus stop because they stop and go, "Oh, what a cute," and hear the kids crying, and you're just like, it don't matter. Here's their favorite pet, take it. I've watched, as I've told you, not to touch baby deer. You know that the mom will be back for it and do it anyway. And you take them to your house and you feed them watermelon until they about die from it. And then it's, "Oh, well, you're right, Jody Sue, and here, can you take care of it?"
So he gets a deer and he brings home. See, I was thinking that, D Lucky. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too. He gets a deer, he brings it home, and Jody Sue says he feeds it watermelon until it about dies. Obviously, watermelon is mostly water. They need a bunch of protein.
Just like every other animal, like the rabbits, there's full names tattooed into their ear with needles and pen ink, that I end up having to take care of. And then what do you do when TWRA shows up with the baby deer? Well, I watched it because I could hear him pull it in the main road and go over to yours, and you point him over to mine. Instead of this baby deer being released, guess what? Here comes TWRA because you know I had the baby. And instead of it getting back on its feet and go back in the wild, guess what? It gets euthanized.
So Don has the deer. It gets the baby deer. It gets kind of sick, and he's like, "Oh, you're right, Jody Sue," and he gives it to Jody Sue. And I guess wildlife came out, went to Don's house. He pointed him to Jody Sue's house, and I guess because she didn't have a permit, they take the deer and they euthanized it because of Don.
All because you chose to touch it.
Hey, Liplock.
Watch those dogs over there have had their guts stomped out and walk around for months like that. Suffering. Watch those cats were sewn up without anesthesia all the way around them, not just like a little cut and held down. Like, I don't know who's capable of that, but it ain't me. Like, You know, it's like, my dog keeps being trapped over there to breed because they're easy dogs to sell, right? Look like full huskies and things, when they're first born. Easy to calm people with, lie about. Even tried to buy back the puppies, so they wouldn't be over there. Because it bothered me that much. But no, it was to me, it was, nope, can't even buy them. Because I knew no animal really needs to be over there either. And that's truth. Absolute God's honest truth.
So, hey Don, did you hear what Mary said about the the dog thing? Wait, about the dog thing? Did you hear what she said? It's pretty.
The dog.
This is where Mary alleges he violates the dog as a young person.
Did you stuck your finger in the dog? She said the dog was crying.
Oh,
and
wow.
you came in the room and you had your finger in the dog. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of embarrassing to say. That's why I was like, yeah. She said that when
I've never heard that.
She said she caught you when you were 13, doing something like that with the dog.
Huh.
I believe that. Where were
They
the dogs?
took our little girl.
Were the dogs not
Our
there?
stupid fucking dogs that are stupid.
It's not the dogs that are stupid. It's you, Don. That. Yes, Beth. Yeah, Libby. Nothing can shock. I mean, there's been story for everything with Don. His reaction is totally not normal. Bingo. He likes to say the dogs were on vacation, or not there. They went on vacation on June 15th, the day his daughter goes missing. Trust me, I've been to Ben Hill Road several times. Those dogs know when you turn on Ben Hill Road, there's a house on the corner. Those dogs alert Ben Hill. And by the time you pull up to their driveway, it's on. Those dogs are down there.
We don't, man. Hey, please. You're talking about some stupid mutts that are stupid as fuck. They're not like German Shepherds. They're not like high-profile dogs of Great Danes. We were talking about stupid mutts that don't give a.
It doesn't matter whether they're thoroughbred or mixed breeds. It doesn't matter. A dog barks. It's natural instinct for a dog to bark. Hey, Ziggy.
Man, you gotta understand these dogs that we have are fucking dogs that people just drop off here. They stole all our good dogs. They stole our daughter. And they drop off their fucking mutts here, and we take care of them and we feed them. But they're stupid. These dogs here are fucking mutts that people drop off here. You have to understand, they're stupid as fuck.
Why do you think that they bark so much with like Chris when Chris came, but then they wouldn't have barked?
They bark it. No. That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, it is a lie.
That's a fucking lie.
I can
show you videos. Yeah, well, he's a liar. I can show you videos where people come up here and they don't bark at all, and then I can show you other videos where they bark at nothing. Absolutely nothing. These dogs don't mean shit. They're stupid as fuck.
They're
lucky I don't. Never mind.
Now, I know with my dogs, like my dogs can detect evil, so maybe the dogs detected Chris was evil. But do you think that
These are the stupidest dogs you ever seen in your life.
Do you hear Candace in the background? Yes, Lisa. That's Candace in the background. Oh, Daily, thank you again. That is so sweet of you, my dear, for gifting another membership. God bless you. It's very kind of you. Thank you, my love. Lovely. Me love you long time. Craziness,
do you
man.
think do you think the dogs may have known the abductor and that's why they didn't bark? Ooh, that's a good question.
Man, these dogs are so stupid. They don't know when to bark, and they don't know shit. And they sure as hell ain't gonna fight off nobody. They're gonna run like little bitch ass.
Yeah, my dog does that. My little
dogs like they are. These dogs are stupid that we have here. They're mutts. The people drop off here. You guys don't understand. You're not hearing me. You guys are not hearing me.
Not all mutts are dumb.
Well, these fucking mutts are dumb.
Do you think the abductor knew the dogs? And
It don't matter with these dogs. These dogs you can just totally count off because they're stupid. These dogs doesn't matter. These dogs they don't know when to. Man, these fuckers dogs bark all night over nothing. And then when someone comes up here, they don't bark at all.
Yeah.
You can see it in the videos. If you watch all the videos, these dogs are stupid as hell. The dogs don't even come into play. Trust me. Don't even count these dogs as nothing.
Oh, you don't want those dogs to come into play, Donnie. That's what it is. That's what it is. You don't want those dogs to come into play. Yes. And, look at Ziggy's dog, Athena. She's amazing. The dogs, and that's exactly right. Mutts, mixed breeds, whatever you want to call them, are wonderful, wonderful dogs. The dogs drive a red truck. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, hold on. Okay. 1 second. They all just leave that day. Yeah. Sorry, I've got so many tabs open here, guys. Trying to pull up something. This is one of the dreams of Dawn.
A drone or something. It was kind of odd, but she was just running in the field with that Johnson grass. It was a beautiful summer day, and she was just running and laughing like she was just smiling in place like she always does. And it's just like I kind of flew by her and then flew up into the air, and I was looking back, kind of looking down on her a little ways from a distance, like I was like a drone or something. It was kind of odd, but yeah, in that sense, but it was beautiful. A beautiful smile with hers, flashing. It brings tears. I was thinking about it. Do you have any idea what that meant, or do you think it meant anything? I have no idea. I'm willing to share it with everybody. Like I said,
That was shortly after that was, I think, Dawn's first interview that I'm aware of. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's not it. There we go. All right, got it.
Okay.
From our yard.
West versus Wells. West versus Wells. Her bopping about without a care in the world. Painting her on her little shirt. Yeah. You know, hello, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Obviously the West have a, trial coming up, and I believe the Wells will eventually.
Okay. It happened. Okay. Well, okay.
Don will say, people will, when they say okay or yada yada yada, or so on and so on and so on, or blah blah blah, they're trying to fill in, especially like yada yada yada, or what did I just say? Don says it all the time. Blah blah blah. They're Santa lips. They do look like Santa lips, don't they? They are not telling you everything. Definitely not telling you everything when they do that. Experts
I really
say.
would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it.
I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way.
They are going to be here in this area.
But all I know is she's definitely not anywhere around there. I think somebody's abducted her and took her out of the area. Wow.
For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved, we just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys.
You can generally feel a person's, their grief, their anxiety, especially like, if you're a parent and you can relate about having a child, right? And these two, arms crossed, you just felt like something's off. Very similar, like Don and Candace.
And that she thinks there's
Said
some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it.
Yes, absolutely. So it didn't bother me to do it whatsoever. I understand that. And a lot of times the parents are responsible. It's recent history that's been the case. Or like a family member. Right. Absolutely, yes.
All right, what is this? This is the abductors. Okay. Mother 58%, father 33%, 9% other relatives. Number of abductors 4,070. Average age of abductor 34.
So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. We were under orders to stay in the house and stay because they're going to need to contact us. And we cannot go outside, and that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops to stay home in the house and let the professionals look.
But you just said that they were your children. If they were your children, regardless of what somebody told you, wouldn't you want to go look for them?
But after that, all these trucks and trailers with four-wheelers and stuff started pouring in, the police, and they actually blocked or bottlenecked Beach Creek and Ben Hill Road. You couldn't get out or in or nothing. It was a nightmare.
There's actually another one video that I think is better because Don says in one of the interviews that the police and stuff told him to stay at the house, but he convinced him, he says, to let him go look at other people, look at, druggies.
Been out looking again?
No, we can't even go out and look.
Oh, here.
They're going to want extra search back, I think?
Motherfuckers want to turn it around like, what are you doing in my neck in the woods? And this and that. It's all dangerous and shit.
Everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching, and we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell. We could never talk to anybody, and that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
We really want to thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call. Let somebody know.
Wells says he is overwhelmed by the massive numbers of personnel on site.
We just really appreciate everybody trying to help who they have, law enforcement, and all these volunteers that are here. Never seen anything like this in my entire life.
I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else, and I feel for them. But
We should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense as part of the investigation.
Have you noticed anybody suspicious? No, and they've done such a good job. They followed every single lead possible. They have tracked down all kinds of people. They've tracked down everybody. They even, had me.
Let me tell you something. Even the card team and TBI, they did a wonderful job. They did a wonderful job. Within the first 48 hours, they even tracked down Jose. So they tracked down every single person that was up at that house, around that house. They were on it.
Lie detector tests, the whole 9 yards. They have to rule out every possibility. Yes, absolutely.
They're there you go, Brandy. There you go.
What did they take?
Just tech, and that's it. Like our phones.
From the house.
They just kept asking us all kind of questions. They looked at our phones for the timeline right then and there to see. It might have been the next day, I'm not sure, but they looked at our phones and he got the 911 calls and all that and wrote all that stuff down.
Well, that's interesting, Don, because you said they were deleted, even the 911 calls. Huh. Imagine that. From 3:30 onward.
What is the intuition? What is the sense you get? What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just roam around. You know, these patches. They definitely, I think definitely would have been picked up or something.
That was my assumption.
Have they ever taken off of the yard
No.
before?
No.
No.
They've never taken off.
No.
I know she didn't walk away from this property by herself or off this yard by her swing.
Candace slips right there. Candace slips right there. I know she didn't walk off this yard, and she points by her swing. Now, tell me something about that. Remember how the boys said the last time they saw Summer was by her swing? Remember that? Candace points because she's sitting right there in front of the swing with her head by her swing.
I know she didn't walk away from this property by herself or off this yard by her swing. I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here.
By her swing. Yes. Don, you were home, weren't you?
And took her, has lured her away from here.
You know, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking, can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking,
I don't understand why Jenna did what she did to me. It hurts my feelings. It bothers me.
Because she.
Why? Why would you do that to me?
Because things that some people don't recognize.
Man, I tried to be her friend.
Some people don't.
For real.
I know that.
And she used me.
I think she recognizes that though.
Well, I don't think she does.
Well,
This was after, she told Jenna about Don being home. And she was upset about it because obviously she knew. She told Don was home. Oh, thank you so much, Estelle. Very generous. Thank you for staying so focused, Justin. That is your gift in this crazy tragic case. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you, Estelle. Very. God bless you, honey. Zara is South Africa, I think, right? I love South Africa. Love it. I want to visit. Can I come and visit?
I'm just going. My heart is broken over that.
Your heart's broken, period.
I haven't seen her act like this with Summer. Have you seen her act like this with Summer? I haven't. I've seen her cry more over Dawn, people, but not her Summer, not the kids. No.
It's broken over a lot of stuff. Somebody kidnapped my daughter, and then motherfuckers want to use me and abuse me. I'm really hurt.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, after the math, past tense. I want to talk about your kids as present tense.
I put out there that one of Summer's favorite songs was Godzilla, and they say, and they're jumping all over me about past tense was, well, I'm sorry about that. It's just, sometimes I just lose hope, and I think, well, maybe we won't never see her again, or so I start thinking in past tense. Sorry, but I'm trying to keep hope up. I'm trying to keep my prayers up and all that.
Don was not keeping hope up. Neither one. I mean, Don was saying, I'll see her in the resurrection literally the same day. Few hours. Not even giving it the first 48.
Or that she could possibly, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility.
No, they were in the backyard. And the back gate was open. Out the backyard? And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood from this lot here. So you guys been unresponsible and left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
All right.
This neighbor, I love her because she knows this stinks. She knows it, and she's letting him have it.
And then I come over here, and I look on one side and standing where, and I don't recall if this was locked or not. I don't recall that.
Okay.
But I know it's hard on me.
Just really quickly before we forget, first and last name, spelling of both for both of you guys.
So, say that again?
Just first and last name.
Spelling of who or what?
Or just your first and last name.
Our names.
Trezell West.
Jacqueline
It's
West.
Trezell West.
Okay, and for you?
JACQUELINE.
I'm sorry, one more time.
JACQUELINE.
West?
Yes.
And that's about it.
So that's pretty much it.
Please check my email. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Oh, God. Okay. Breaking news, people. Breaking news. Report ex-MPD officer Derek Chauvin stabbed in federal prison. It is being reported that former Minneapolis police Derek Chauvin, convicted of the 2020 murder of George Floyd. Make this big for y'all. Has been stabbed in federal prison in Arizona. The Associated Press, however, is reporting, citing a quote, person familiar with the matter, that Chauvin is in serious condition after being stabbed by another inmate at FCI Tucson. There has been no official confirmation that the injured inmate in Chauvin, with the Bureau of Prison only stating that an inmate at FCI Tucson was assaulted at 12:30 p.m. Mountain State Time, rather. Chauvin learned this week that the appeal he launched against his conviction for Floyd's unaliving would not be taken up by the U.S. Supreme Court, confirming his 22.5-year sentence for second and third degree unaliving. He was also sentenced to a 21-year federal sentence for violating Floyd's civil rights. This is a developing story. So, let's see here. Let's see what X is saying about this. Okay. Has been stabbed in a serious injury. Okay. It's already on my feed. Latest. George Floyd was. That's a bad video, man. That's really a bad video. George Floyd killing stabbed in prison. AP source. So this is developing.
The editor-in-chief of this news site just got arrested for it, and this led me down a rabbit hole I was not expecting. Side note, he's facing only 5 to 10 years if convicted. What the fuck?
Okay. All right, so he froze my. All right, so that's all we know really right now. Yeah, it's very new. Not hey Dreamcatcher, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, it's nothing really as of now on Twitter. Today a news YouTube channel basically had officers claim that police boss lied in court about the knee. Oh my God, that's crazy. There was no sense in anyone being on someone's neck like that. I mean, that's just inhumane. I'm starting to feel older when I see people going into prison and then coming out. Some were supposed to be there for a very long time. I think 2000. Yeah. Yeah. There is a law. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's just there's no sense in. I don't care. You know, it doesn't matter what side you're on. There is just a decent, a decency in how we should. I mean, it's not like the man was like being violent or anything. It's all right. I'm gonna check Facebook here just to make sure. Post. This just broke literally less than 50 minutes ago. All we know right now is he is seriously injured. Nothing really. The Associated Press is the one that broke this story. And they are responding. They were performing life-saving measures before the inmate, who did not name, was taken to the hospital for further treatment and evaluation. No employees were injured, and the FBI was notified. The Bureau of Prisons said visiting the facility, which has about 380 inmates, has been suspended. Messages seeking comment were left for Chauvin's lawyers and the FBI. Chauvin's stabbing is the second high-profile attack on the federal prison in the last 5 months. In July, disgraced sports doctor Larry Nasser, he's so disgusting, was stabbed by a fellow inmate at a federal prison in Florida. It is also the second major incident at the Tucson federal prison in a little over a year. In November 2022, an inmate at the facility's low security prison camp pulled out a gun and attempted to boom a visitor in the head. The gun, which the inmate shouldn't have had, misfired and no one was hurt. Chauvin is 47 years old, was sent to FCI Tucson for a maximum security Minnesota prison in August of 2020 to simultaneously serve a 21-year federal sentence for violating Floyd's civil rights and a 22 and a half year state sentence for second-degree unaliving. Chauvin's lawyer, Eric Nelson, had advocated for keeping him out of general population and away from other inmates, anticipating he'd be a target. In Minnesota, Chauvin was mainly kept in solidarity confinement, quote, largely from his own protection, end quote, Nelson wrote in court papers last year. Last week, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected Chauvin's appeal on his unaliving conviction. One second, y'all. So, yeah, Floyd, that was back in, that's 2020. That was crazy time. I'm saying it now. I hope people don't take this and run with it, because just to say, yeah, people always, go crazy with something. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, you can't get. So, yeah. You have news too, Mike? What's the news? Mike always has news. What are we breaking, Mike? Breaking news. Can you imagine what they would have? Oh, in email. Okay. I don't see anything in. Oh, hold on. Okay, I see it. 1 second. Mike, we're going to do I'm going to do a little segment. It's called Mike Says. On my channel, it's called Mike Says. And he's going to tell us his look at this. Okay, wrong one. 1 second. You really need to stay out of jail. Mike says, this is a nice appreciation of a man's dedication to his religion. Then at 6:28, the highlighted photo throws shade at his efforts. From your recent videos, this highlighting will, as everything has just been jest. Hey, Mike, thanks for the reality check. I honestly didn't even think of it, but I'll sure will. At Robin Lane, you're welcome. I have no doubt your good intentions and have. I'm confused, Mike. What is this? Mm-hmm. What is this, Mike? Is this a reply? Like, what is this video to? You really need to stay out of jail. I'm a little confused on this. I looked at Robin's video last night. She jokes. Oh. She jokes about pet. Okay. Religion. Highlighted photo. From your recent videos, this highlights and will be scrutinized as everything is, if even just in jest. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think looks like he is, yeah. I think so too, T. I think so too. And feeding Pastor Dave. I don't have a problem with Robin. I think she's just really, really deep into her faith. I don't think she's got anything mean in her or anything like that. I think she's, can be a little, maybe nutty at times, but no harm, no foul. My opinion. She doesn't. Summer really loved her, and I appreciate that. And everyone has their opinion about her, and I'm not trying to change anybody's opinion on that. Summer really liked her and stuff, and they saw a lot of things that Don and Candace did, but I also think that they probably didn't realize how bad it was at that house. Because, Don and Candace showed what they want to show. So. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm at 2.5 hours. I love you all. Purple drink. Here you go. Are you wanting to show me something? If you are, email it and I'll show it. Who knows if they didn't report it to CBS? That's true, Teresa, because there was supposedly many reports. Hey, Cash. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Thank you so much. Thank you to members, any of you guys being here. Y'all are amazing. I love you guys so much. You guys are sweeties. Thank you. Thank you, Jeannie. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. I love you all, and Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Justice for Monkey Michael Vaughn. Justice for the Cal City Boys. And all the missing. Good night.